What's going on, yo? Welcome back to basketball, and more importantly, welcome back to another prospect breakdown video. Today we've got Will Riley, freshman forward out of Illinois, the second Illinois player we've actually done in this series. But yeah, super excited to break down this prospect, talk about how he might translate to the NBA, all that fun stuff. But before we do that, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment to my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. In particular, make sure you show these videos some love. The Do They Fit in the NBA series, you're watching one right now. They always get demonetized instantly, unjustly, because I do make these transformative and educational, which should be protected under fair use, but YouTube sides with big business. So give them a like, share them, keep giving them love, because if you do and they keep getting good views, then I'll keep putting them out. They're my favorite to do on the channel, so please go show them some love. And go watch Ideal Offseason as well. Everybody's favorite series is back, and I'm really excited to be doing those. But anyway, let's talk about what we're going to be doing with Will Riley. We're going to be breaking down about 5 games worth of his film, and then we'll take a look at just like some defense, some playmaking. We'll look at stats, and at the very end, we're going to throw them on our big board that we've been making throughout this whole series here. So stick around to the end to see where he ends up placing here. But yeah, let's talk Will Riley. Alrighty, Will Riley, 6'8", true freshman out of Ontario, Canada, studied liberal arts, which basically meant, yeah, I'm going to the NBA, so let me just take some nonsense classes. I get it, you know, I didn't get a phenomenal degree either in college. I just kind of wanted to go do my thing while I was there and do basketball and all that, so I totally get it. Pretty interesting player coming out of Illinois. One of the things that we've kind of seen people talk about with him is he's kind of like another Keyshawn George, right? A guy that we just recently saw get drafted by the Wizards. You've got a larger guy at like 6'8" that can put the ball on the floor a little bit, and he's showing a little bit of athleticism, a little bit from the behind the arc, so people are instantly going to get excited about that stuff, right? They see lengthy guy that can put the ball on the floor a little bit. Cool. That's interesting. He's kind of getting projected in the 20s right now, so first round talent, it seems pretty consensus. I think the highest we ever saw him was like mid-teens, potentially. He's had some ups and downs this season in terms of efficiency. It's a freshman. That's kind of what we tend to expect out of those things. But if we go and take a look at his actual numbers here, some things we want to always talk about beforehand when we're looking at these guys, right, and before we watch film. As always, with college players, it is very hard to tell how they're going to translate to the NBA, right, because college basketball is so much different than the NBA. It's a completely different realm. When you guys are watching some of the other videos on this channel, like we've just started breaking down some of the European players, we did Ben Seraph, and then we did Nolan Traore. I know y'all told me how to say it, but I can't remember. And when we watched that film, it's so much more NBA-like, right? Like the international game is so much closer to the NBA and the things that they run and the things that happen, right? The talent, more often than not, is higher on a general sense, but there's good players in college as well, don't get me wrong. It's just the style of play is kind of weird. Funny enough, though, when we watched Yaku Chonas's video, his Illinois teammate here, who ended up number 5 on our big board, we were like pleasantly surprised with Illinois' offense, so I'm hopeful to kind of see some of that again and see some more translatable things to some NBA basketball. But it's really hard to tell, right? Just because some of the things we see in college just don't happen in the NBA. So we have to use a sharper eye with things. 12.6 points per game. It's worth noting he was like 6th man of the year or something this year. Yeah, he only started 9 games, came off the bench for a good chunk of them, but 12, 13 points, very good for a true freshman. You love to see that. 4.1 rebounds for 6'8". Yeah, that's not bad considering they had a pretty good center on the team. The assist to turnover ratio, pretty solid. Wasn't getting a ton of steals and blocks, which maybe you would hope to see a little bit more of considering the amount of minutes that he played, but we'll take a look at that. Getting 3.3 free throw attempts per game, that's not bad. We'll take that. The 3-point percentage took about 4 games, so a pretty healthy percentage. Shot about 33%. That's nothing to scoff at by any means. Like, is that an elite percentage? No. Typically you see college 3-point percentages just be a little bit lower, right? Because one, the players just aren't quite as good, but also like spacing is a lot harder to come by and things like that. But he did have a pretty elite playmaker with him, and mind you, he missed some time, so maybe you'd like to see a little higher, maybe you wouldn't, but I personally wouldn't trip at seeing 4 attempts a game and about 33%. That tells me, like, okay, there's something there at the very least. Obviously, we'll break down the film and see kind of what the shooting form is looking like and everything, but overall, respectable. The field goal percentage, meh, it's whatever, but, you know, he might be taking some tough shots in college, so it's kind of hard to tell. But here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to go and watch these kind of 5 games that I've picked out here. They go in chronological order for a reason, because we like to see, like, okay, this is where they started the season, what kind of habits have been building throughout the season, right? Are certain things starting to change? Are they starting to adapt? All of those things. And as always, I hope you guys know that when I go and do this for the team that I actually work for, it's going to be a much more extensive process. It's usually like 7-8 hours of just like watching a single guy and taking a lot of notes and things like that. But I make it like kind of a smaller, condensed version here so that people will actually watch it on YouTube. So just know that my opinions may change by the time that the draft happens. But anyway, I would say it's time to start breaking down some film. Alrighty, time to start breaking down the film. As always, no, we can never get better video quality in 2025 outside of 720p in Division 1 basketball at the high major level. I don't know why. But I'm going to be pausing a lot. I'm going to be rewinding a lot, right? Talking about things, trying to break them down little by little. YouTube, don't demonetize my stuff. You're always trying to demonetize it. It's transformative. Leave it alone. But anyway, this is his first game of college basketball versus Eastern Illinois. I believe this is the most points he scored in college basketball as well, which 31 points is a lot. But I believe this is his career high for college, so we get to see what did his first game look like. Let's see what we got here. He is number 7 over here, so he's coming in. Tap it in. Okay, nice and simple. Nothing really to talk about there whatsoever. Where are we at right here? So we got a jab going right now. You got Yakuchonis on the court right here, and then you got a Visic here, who some people thought he might go to the draft as well, but it sounds like him and his brother are actually going to be playing together at Illinois this next year. And I think Illinois just got another, like, pretty high-level European prospect commit to them. So they're putting together the international team of wonder next season, apparently. So let's see what we got here. We're going, we're right into a jumper. Okay, this is something I would like to see. Let me see this. For those of you that aren't as familiar with my channel, I know about at least 50% of you are not in every single one of these videos. My background in, like, when I did player development, a lot of it was in, like, shooting and stuff like that and talking about the mechanics of it, so I always like to break this down just a little bit more. So getting into the shooting form here, he's a little bit off balance, leaning a little bit forward with things. He ends up going straight up, which is good. It looks like maybe there's like a little bit of a twist. His feet are a little too close together, and I think that's why he's leaning forward a little bit. We want your legs to be shoulder length apart. It's just a more stable structure to shoot off of, so something to kind of note there. He's got a quick flick at the end, which is kind of interesting. And the bottom half, it was kind of hard to tell exactly from that angle, but shot goes in there. Shot goes in. Where are we going? Give me this basketball. What are we doing here? Skip pass. Cool. Nice, simple. Cool. They are giving Eastern Illinois the business right now. Makes sense. Yo, this guy's hair, let's just take a second, right? As always in these videos, we have a little bit of fun. I can't get behind the dudes with pigtails thing. Like, do whatever you want. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't think I can get behind it. I've never seen it look not ridiculous to me, but you guys let me know if you think the dudes with pigtails actually works. And that's going to be our word of the video, is pigtails. Throw that into your comments somewhere so that I know that you actually watched the whole video. But anyway, let's move on. Where are we going? He looks all a 6'8", that's for sure. All right, coming around the screen. All right. This is an interesting one. So coming around over here to the right, this should be an easier direction for him to run off of and shoot. So we're seeing a little bit of off-ball action. We saw Illinois do a little bit of this. This looks goofy. Again, we're leaning forward a considerable amount, right? Like, look at how unbalanced his feet are right here. This is pretty damning, and his feet are really close together. He ends up jumping straight up, and, like, this looks good right here, and he ends up pushing it a decent amount. So there's a little bit of a push there at the end. I don't like the lower half at all. It looks like he actually might twist a little bit too on this jumper. Let me see it one more time. So he comes around, right? And he should just stay square like this. He has no need, but yeah, he does twist a little bit. His feet twist a bit at the end, so he's spinning. He's not quite balanced, right? Something to kind of watch for there, but foul and one. Cool. he's decisive with that jumper, which helps a ton. So cool. I really don't need to see the replay of it. Here we go. Is that a block? Cool. Nothing much to tell from that. Here we go. We're getting to see him move a little bit, right? Looking pretty competent. He looks very comfortable with the basketball there already. You can tell. Like, that doesn't seem like anything crazy, but when you're 6'8", you can put the ball on the floor like that, showing off a little bit of a Euro. Like, was it the cleanest Euro in the world? No, but he's a freshman. It's fine. He looks fine with the basketball right there. That already tells me, like, okay, dude can move, he's coordinated, that's cool enough in and of itself at 6'8". We love to see that. All right, here we go. We're trying to create something. A little bit of a pivot. Cool. Hey, good play. Good stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty, what happened here? This mismatch looks nuts. I don't know what happened on this possession. So we're trying to break something down. They're in a zone. Okay, so we're just going to swing it right here. So this is our catch and shoot opportunity right now. Already the form looks a little bit better. He's on his tiptoes to shoot right away, which I don't have a strong opinion on whether or not you should be tiptoes for things. I'd probably prefer that your feet are flat, but I also don't hate the ability that you can probably like explode and rip towards the rim just a little bit more. The form looks pretty good here. You'll see that his feet are at a 45-degree angle, opposite of his shooting hand. He's a righty, so they're going to the left. And like the ball comes up a lot higher here. It's not a push shot now, and there's a lot more arc on it. So the set shot looked way better than the moving shot, which is interesting, right? That might tell us something in it of itself. All right, here we go. Ooh, that guy's pulling. Here we go. Give me that rebound. Just kind of throws that bitch back up. Cool. Cool. Here we go. We got pigtails out here doing stuff again. All right, see right here, like we're seeing some NBA action. Shout out Illinois, man. It's because they're bringing in all the international players. They're bringing all the international players in, and they just know how to do things, huh? Because look at this. We got a little bit of a pin down, and then I'm guessing he's gonna come around here and re-screen. There we go. This is brilliant. This is NBA stuff right here. So we're gonna catch and shoot. Again, kind of on his tiptoes again. He's a little bit off balance because it looks like his right foot is flat. The left foot is elevated a little bit, so he's a little bit off balance, and he's leaning a little bit forward again on this catch and shoot. It wasn't quite a catch and shoot because he did come back up after the pin down, but he goes up. He does go straight up. Feet jump together, and then he gets clipped. But this is like his third and 1-3 in this game. Oh, my Lord. Okay, fair enough. Tough shot, like good focus and everything, and he's decisive on the jumper, which is very good actually. Like there's a lot of statistics that say like when you hesitate on your jumper, how much more that like actually like decreases your likelihood of going in. It's a really substantial amount too. So this is the stuff that makes me excited about like Yaku Chonas as well again, that he's just like this good in like NBA systems already. So here we go. Here we go. Throw it up. Crash. Give me those. Hey. Oh. Nice little double clutch. Cool. Just getting and ones after and ones. That's got to feel good after your first game, man. That's got to feel really good. I like the hype. I like the hype. Okay. Give me those. Pigtail with the block. Here we go. Give me that basketball. Where are we going? Oh, man, he is feeling it, isn't he? And again, different form. Now his feet are both facing outwards. He clicks together and, like, falls over. This is what I'm saying. Like, his feet are too close together. Like, all this off-balance stuff you're seeing, this is how we could really quickly improve the three-point shot. If we could maybe get the legs a little bit stronger, kind of reinforce that stuff, which I personally don't think is too difficult. Like, I really don't. That just feels like something you just really harp on a rookie for a ton over their rookie season, and by sophomore year, they're probably self-correcting it at that point anyway. But yeah, that was goofy, and it went in anyway. So confidence does a lot, man. Confidence does a lot. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think that's the end. No, it's not. We got one more. All right, we get to see him handle the rock a little bit. Ooh, a little bit of a step back. Bow. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. So that was his first game. Let's skip ahead to January now, where he's going up against Michigan State. Very, very good basketball team, both ranked at this point in time. And again, oh, we've got 1080p on this one. Does this look like 1080p to you guys? No, this looks like what like my parents grew up watching TV on, in all honesty. So this is ridiculous. And mind you, I did grow up in a time before HD even. I know, okay? It's just, come on now. Come on now. All right, so we're here. We're using a bit of ball movement, a little creativity. Hey, good finish. Good finish. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, cool. Good finish. Nothing all that interesting for this. Do I want to watch the free throw? I guess I'll watch the free throw. Cool. So at this point in the season, about 10 points a game. Very respectable. There we go. It's always worth remembering as well when you're watching these guys. Like, I feel like there's always this stigma of like a first-round talent just needs to be like a stud, a future starter, all of this. Less than 30% of guys that get drafted in the first round get a second contract from the team that drafted them, and I promise you, if they were showing that much promise, they wouldn't be moving them like that. They most likely wouldn't. So just something to keep in mind with expectation. This is a really good draft class as well. So, mind you, if this guy is projected to go like in the 20s, we're hoping like, hey, maybe by the end of the season he's able to break into the rotation. That's normally what us scouts are kind of hoping for, right? And if not, it's more of a second year type thing. So just something to keep in perspective with this stuff. All right, here we go. All right, he does a lot of pivoting, which I kind of like, actually. Like, I like the patience. Oh, give me those. Hey, way to go get it. Down he goes. All right, another free throw. Pretty basic. Pigtails here. I can't get over him. Here we go. We're going off some action. Where are we going? Are we going to see any dribble moves? All right, he goes right. What is this flailing three he keeps doing? Look at this. Why do his feet do this? Look. And then as soon as he shoots it, he, like, tucks him in. He's going to land on his knees. What is he doing? He's trying to land in prayer position. And he does land on his knees. Dude, you're going to kill yourself. Stop. Stop doing this. We've seen you do it, like, 4 times already in, like, 1.5 of a game. Chill. You're gonna kill yourself. Okay, somebody stop him from doing this. I don't know how. I've noticed this already, and an Illinois staff member hasn't told him stop it. Stop doing that. That's so dangerous. Stop it. Cool. Tough ass shot. Ridiculous ass movements. All right. Ivisic with the shot. Goes and gets it. Good track down. Here we go. What are we doing? Ripping towards the rim. Takes contact. Good pass. Cool. Whatever. Let's see. By the way, how does he rip towards the hoop right here? Do we have a good rip or a bad rip? All right, so right here, you'll notice, hey, someone didn't have to step backwards to go forwards. Look at this. They just go straight forward, and because of that, they're able to get to where they need to go a little bit quicker, and they don't step out of bounds. We saw it happen in the NBA the other day. So yeah, don't step backwards to go forwards, everybody. Good pass. Good, simple pass. By the way, good just rotation by Ivisic here. When a guy drives baseline like that, you're supposed to float back up towards the middle. So now you kids know. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's good spacing. I tried to do that a little bit in my Elite Pickup League yesterday. Last week I had a great game. I only shot the ball 3 times yesterday. Just was not getting the rock whatsoever. Bad spacing all night by the team, if I'm being honest with you. I went 2 for 3. So blew 1 layup and then had 2 nice layups. Didn't get any 3-point shots even close to getting off. It was tough. I think I only had like 2 assists as well. Again, I just could not get the basketball last night. Just bad spacing, nowhere to go. I tried to like fill in a couple of those times and nobody saw me. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, good move. We're attacking. Oh, good hang time there. Let me see that one more time. So into the little drop step here. He goes. I'm glad that he stays straight up during this and he doesn't like coward, because a lot of people cowered during that stuff. He goes and puts it up. That's really tough, man. That's a tough shot. I love that. I love that. Okay. Okay. Here we go. He's cutting back door. Good stuff. Very good control. He's extremely coordinated. He's really coordinated for his age, which is cool because he's gonna get bigger and stronger, right? I'm excited to see where he's gonna go. All right, here, another jumper. Let's break it down. So we're going into a catch and shoot. He is deep right here. Not bad right here in terms of like his feet, but he is still like leaning one direction. He jumps together, and again, he like spaces out at the end. Don't do stuff like that, but hey, it's going in. It's going in. We know it only went in about 1/3 of the time, but still. Here we go. We're cutting back door. Throw it over. That's a really tough play to make, actually. Like, that looks easy, but that's an extreme coordination to try to catch something over your back shoulder. It's actually a baseball skill that a lot of people learn. So, always curious about that. All right, he's on him. Give me those. That's mine. Pigtails with the rebound. That's what we're talking about. Good closeout, Pigtails. Give me those. That's mine. Here we go. Let's go. Let's run. Oh, I want to see him run some more. All right, we're here. Another rebound. All right, we're going. Oh, I want to see him run more. Here we go. He's going. Whatever. Are we just watching rebounds right now? Is that what we're watching? I really don't want to just watch rebounds. Okay, we're here. Trying to go over. What went wrong here? What went wrong here? So he's got a double team. Oh, college basketball. Oh, college basketball. We've got 3 guys in the paint right now. This is so stupid. This looks like the Rockets game from the other day, actually, when they went to that jumbo lineup. I don't know if you guys saw that, but they played, like, I think it was Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, Steven Adams, and Şengün. And there was a couple times where there ended up with, like, 3 people in the paint like this. And I went, oh, it looks like college basketball right now. And so this is just stupid. Like, what is going on here? What is going on here? So he tries to get it over, kind of falls away. I'd like him to go straight up on that. It's whatever. Hey, you made it. Let's go, Pigtails. Let's go, Pigtails. I love it. I love it. All right, where are we going? So we've actually got some spacing right here. Cool. We're attacking. We're ripping towards. Tough. Good stuff. All right, we're going. No wasted movements. He gets feet pointed towards the rim. Finishes over. Tough. Good attack. We're not seeing a ton of the attack. I'd like to see a little bit more for, like, his height and athleticism. We haven't seen, like, a ton of moves yet or anything, and we don't expect many freshmen to have many moves, but, you know, something to note there. All right, now we got 24 points against Ohio State here, so let's get into this one and see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Is there really no better quality than this? 720 is the best that we're gonna get here. It's just unfortunate. Alrighty, so we're deep here. We're doing some sort of action here. Okay, nope, it's just basic stuff here. I love that. I actually love that. So look at this. So a good screen is set. He goes through. Good defense right here. A nice little push or swipe at the ball. It's what you're kind of supposed to do, and then you recover. I like that he always goes straight up on things. You have a way better chance of finishing off that. Playing off 2 feet, that's great. Here we go. Your 3 best players are working. Here we go. Hey, that looked easy. That looked easy. We like that. Cool. All right, here we go. I want to see more of this pick and roll ball handler type stuff. All right, crossing over. Nothing too crazy in terms of ball handling there. He's not, like, off balance, though. Like, he's maintaining being straight up at times, which is good, right? Because you want that balance. Like, right here, he kind of gets back to straight up when he's kind of, looks like he's probing a little bit. He's evaluating what he can do. And then he gets back downhill, puts a shoulder in, plays off 2, using his size well. So, cool. Not sure if I see something explosive enough to say, hey, I want to give him the ball a ton right now as an NBA guy, but at least he's knowing how to use his height in, like, the correct way, so as he improves, that can get better. Already kind of landing a little bit strange right here. It looks like he's almost leaning back a little bit, but he jumps together correctly, and then he kind of spaces out again at the end. So we got to work on the shot form a little bit, especially that lower half. The lower half is all over the place. All over the place. All right, cool. I don't really need to see the replay of that. Let's move on. All right, that's a good game. It's a very good game. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, we see the little drop step again. Hey, good finish. He takes contact well, stays straight up. We like that. Like, for a 6'8" guy, we love to see that, right? A guy that clearly has a little bit of athleticism to him. He likes this drop step a ton, so we know that that's kind of his move already. All right, takes the contact well, finishes through. Cool. Let's go, Pigtails. Let's work Pigtails. Here we go. Tough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let me see this. Let me see this. So taking contact, like that's a tough finish, man. Again, he's staying straight up. He's not playing too fast. Here we go. Playing off to Pigtails. Let's go. It's the dynamic duo of him and Pigtails. I thought that's really good pacing right there. He didn't just attack nonsense. A lot of times you see, like, freshman guys, like, as soon as they get any bit of downhill, their instinct is just to run at the rim because in high school, like, you were able to do that and nobody could jump with you. And so I like that he's playing off of 2 feet here. Cool. Good play. Good play. We've seen some solid decision making so far. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. And we're already no, not opioids. We don't do opioids, kids. Just blanket statement, don't do opioids. All right, now we got a game versus Minnesota, 27 points. And as always, when we watch Minnesota, we are going to make fun of this guy right here and some of his silly defense. I believe he's in the transfer portal. He's like their best offensive player, by the way. It's like Garcia or something like that. But if you've watched any of our other like big man videos, especially Big Ten type things, because I think Sorber played against him, Queen played against him, and who would be the other big? I can't remember, but we've watched this guy play defense so many times, and it is always hilarious. All right, here we go. We're cutting. Hey, cool. Good move, good motion. We're attacking. Plays off 2. Like, I love this. I love that he stays, like, on pace and everything. He puts a shoulder into him, potentially an offensive foul, but he stays balanced, man. He doesn't go like too fast ever. That's cool stuff to see. Again, not sure the handle is going to be good enough to get any crazy separation at an NBA level, but once he gets bigger, he gets stronger, he gets a little bit more efficient with the moves, like these habits right here tell me that, like, hey, we can get something there, because if driving to the hoop was a 5-step plan, his step like 4 and 5 is pretty good. The steps 1, 2, and 3 are just kind of like, whatever, right? So kind of some interesting stuff to build on here. All right, he's going. Cool. Takes contact. Awesome. All right. Oh, we got Iverson action here. I love it. Garcia, he's guarding nobody. Nobody. Oh, look at this. Look at how focused he is. I love this. He's like, hey, what? Make sure you watch him, guys. Make sure you watch him. Rip. He's like, oh, I got you. He's like, shit. Good finish. No left hand there. Something to note there. We haven't seen the left hand get used at all. Cool. We're attacking. Finishes straight. Plays off 2. We like it. The rips and drives look pretty solid. Cool. Oh, yeah, he loves this drop step. He loves that drop step, and it looks good. Cool. Ooh, a little bit of a dead dribble here. Hey, okay. Cool. Way to roll the right way. So this jumper looks interesting, because now this is February, right? So have we changed the jumper at all by now? He jumps into this one. It looks pretty dang good, actually, for jumping into it. He goes straight up, but then he twists. So he's still got a little bit of the twist, and he still kind of flares his legs out at the end. I know some people do that. I'd prefer that you don't. I'd prefer that you're balanced with things, because think about it, too. Once you land like that, you're not in an athletic stance to, like, go somewhere else either. But, hey, it goes in, man, and there's no hesitation, so I love that. Where are we going? All right, a little bit of some nice footwork there. Good finish. He's very under controlled when he goes to the hoops. I'm telling you, with a little bit of polish, like, we could do something with this, man. We could do something with this. And what do I mean by that? I'm not saying he's going to be like a stud in the NBA, but like this is useful. Like, I could turn you into like a Josh Green or something like that, maybe. Okay, rises up. Again, the lower half looks all over the place for me. Here we go. Spin move. Bump a little. Ow. Ouch. All right, good finish. All right, looks like the scrubs are in at this point, but we're playing him anyway. Just go, tough shot. Cool. Where are we going here? So we're back in the first half. What are we watching now? Are we watching playmaking stuff? Good pass. I like this dude. I like this big man. Cool. All right, he gets his shot blocked. Give me that. Where are we going? Good pass. We got some crazy hair going on in this team. We've got Fabio over here, and we got pigtails over here. We got, like, maybe some long dreads going on over here. There's just everything going on at once. Whatever this is over here doesn't look great, but you know what? I'm not saying I'm the most handsome guy in the world either, but a lot of hair going on this team. A lot of hair. Yakuchonis was wide open there, and he did not see him. What happened there? Let me see it. So he cuts through right here, doesn't see him. You hate to see that. Looking for himself right now. Cool, 3's a shooter. We know that. White guy wearing number 3, they're always a shooter. That's just the rules of basketball. He's going to the hoop. Turn in. Cool. A little bit more playmaking we get to see here, maybe. Cool, just put it back out. Yakuchonis. Look at Yakuchonis' shot if we can break it down one more time. So he does fall forward a little bit here, but really good. Looks like he could sit in a chair right now. Jumps together right here, gets straight up and down, but because that guy that's Parker Fox, I believe, closes him out so much, that's why he kicks out his feet a little bit more, but that's a beautiful jumper, man. I love Yakuchonis' game. Cool. Playing off 2. Good pass. Really good pass right there. Notice he just doesn't drive to the hoop like that fast. Like, it's under control, which I like. There's so many young guys that just kind of barrel towards the rim, and I really appreciate that he's taking the time to read things, which is cool. All right, rip. This is great. I love that when he comes around this Iverson action as well. Like, he's able to just rip towards the hoop and go the way he needs to go. Good pass. All right, ponytail, let's go. Bow. Bottoms. So many fun hairdos on this team. Here we go. Here we go. Good defense. Let's see. Okay, cool. That's that. That's that. Now, final game that we got here is March Madness, actually. First round game against Xavier. Now, in March Madness, both him and Yakuchonis struggled with their shot mightily, and that's caused a lot of people to sour on both of them. Look, if I could pick out 1 to 2 games anywhere of people doing whatever and be like, oh, this is the opinion of them. But when you actually take the time to watch all their stuff, I don't know, I think he formed different opinions. But this is kind of the latest that we've seen him. So let's see what's going on here. All right. Here we go. This is against good competition, right? So we set the screen here. Are we going to hit him for a pop? No, he's able to just go all the way because he takes his time and he reads it. I was thinking that maybe there'd be a pop opportunity here, but he kind of hesitates, which makes the big go back, and he loses track of him. Ah, yeah, he did the little bit of the oopsie dance right there. Did a little bit of the oopsie dance. Look at this, because he's here. He's like, okay, coach, I'm showing. I'm ready for my pregame meal after this. He's all right, coach, I got the big again. And then he goes, oh, no, coach. Oh, no, my bad. I was supposed to stay on him. My bad, coach. Cool. Cool. Very creative. I like it. Here we go. What's going to happen here? Hey, way to go straight up and block that shot. I love it. Good pass. Hey, good pump. Step back, kiss yourself. Bang. I love it. Look at that. That is awesome. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Good pass, Yakuchonis. I just couldn't quite gather it. But, hey, give him the assist anyway. Get him an assist anyway. Nice. Stable. Calm. Confident. I like it. I'm not going to lie. I expected this to be a lot more of me looking at him and being like, okay, we got to chill him out a little bit. We got to slow down to an extent, because that's just what I expect out of builds like this. So this is really refreshing to see. I'm not saying it's like elite or anything, but it's like there's a lot of good habits here. This is cool. Okay, we're here. Good back door. Hey, yeah, no, he gets up easily, so that's cool. The athleticism's there. He gets up easy. I'd like to see more like in transition, but, you know, is what it is. All right, comes back out. I love it. Respace, cut again. This is awesome. You just don't see college guys doing this. Look at this. He realizes he's in a bad spot, right? He creates something, sees nobody's there. He probably could have hit Yakuchonis there. Yakuchonis is like, hey, bruv, give me the basketball. I don't think that's how he actually sounds, but space back out. Great, and then recut again. Oh, we used to do these drills in basketball all the time where it was called like partner passing, where you just work on like cutting around people and you weren't allowed to dribble ever, and oh, like this is why you do it. That is, oh, chef's kiss. Mwah, mwah. And you get a dunk off of it. Look at that. Amazing. We've got so much motion going on here. Good job, Illinois. Everybody clap it up in the comments for Illinois. This is phenomenal. I love it. Here we go, coming around this screen. He's got the pie, and again he hits him with the hesitation. This is great. This is great stuff. So look at this. Again, he's like, oh, look at this pop right here. Big man, he's waving him off. It's like a quarterback like pump faking at a corner or something. So then he bites and he puts it back down. Hey! Oh, you're getting me excited now. He's getting better at it. He's getting even better at this. So, okay, I love this. Okay. Coming around the screen here. Nice. He breaks the ice, which is cool. Okay, jumps into that one. The lower half of the form, still bad. But the 3 goes in nonetheless. Cool. Good stuff, Riley. Good stuff, boy. All right, here we go. He gets to his drop step already. He's able to go through. Hey, and a left hand. Oh, and trips over the camera person. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff, boy. Nice. Cool. Finish with the left. Like for you to stay a little bit higher. He wasn't able to play off 2 for that one, which I can tell. Like, because going right, he plays off 2 like every time. On the left, not as comfortable, so we got to work on that left hand a little bit. But here we go. Hey, go get it. Go get it. There we go. There we go. Swing one more. His feet are really close together again. Damn it. But, hey, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cool. Here we go. Find Riley. What are we doing? Jab. All right. Oh, my God. Again, he just flails and throws it up. The form is not that great, but it's fallen sometimes. Sometimes. About a third of the time. So, is what it is, right? Jab. I like it. Goes into it. He does jump together. It's just then, like, he loses all balance. So, we just got to work on it. We'll strengthen the lower half. He's young. We'll teach him some balance. We'll get him in some yoga. All of that stuff. It'll be great. Cool. All right, here's a season highlight video of him. I just kind of want to skip forward to defense just a little bit, just to kind of see, no, not hims. Anyway, what I was saying before I was interrupted by those men assistants advertisements right there. I just want to watch a little bit more of the defense to kind of see what's going on out here and kind of how he guards right there. Nice. Goes straight up again. Cool. Give me those. Good timing. Awesome. Let me see. Let me see. Where are we at right here? We're in the perfect spot. Right hand, the correct hand, which is the left hand, right here is in the passing lane. That's what we talk about. Cool. Lock this dude up. I think we saw this film right here. Cool. He got beat a little bit there, but he recovers nicely. Fair enough. We're here. We're here. Way to move the feet. Okay. Okay. It's not like great foot movement on those. Let me see this again. All right, I like that he's getting low right here. Let me see this. Where's he going to go with this? He just goes up and blocks him. Fair enough. He's comfortable with going and blocking that shot, isn't he? So we're coming over the top here. Cool. Good timing. All right, all right, all right. Coming off in action here. Great closeout. Look at the speed that we saw right here. This is something to note here. He realizes that there's going to be a problem right here. Like, we've all seen this action happen in NBA or in just basketball and stuff before. But look at, like, the speed at which he closes out. So there's some quickness in there, man. There is some quickness in there. We've got a good athlete on our hands. That's cool to see. All right, here we go. Give me those. That's mine. Let's see, where are we at right here? So where he should be is a little bit in the paint right now, which is perfect. That's where he ends up, and then he recovers. Good, good, good. Keep him in front. You can tell he doesn't weigh very much. Like, for 6'8", because what was he, like, 195? Like, he's not taking contact very well on the defensive end right now, but I think he just needs to fill out. But when I look at him, I don't see a guy that's going to bulk a ton, so that might be something where we have to just work on strengthening your lower half as much as possible, because that's just, that's usually the easiest way to get stronger and kind of stop those drives. So, something to look at there. Here we go, here we go. Good poke, and then good hustle by 15 there. Here we go. He's in an okay spot right now. Like, damn near you should be, like, out of bounds right now, like right here, so that you can see it all. But he notices it anyway, and he comes in, makes a play. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Good defense. He's on him. Good stuff. Cool. All right. Good recovery again. He's on him. Nice. Stays on him. Stays on him. Okay. That's what we got for defensive stuff here, and that's Will Riley. Alrighty, so Will Riley. I was pleasantly surprised with this, actually. This was a bigger question mark for me coming in. I actually haven't done a deep dive on him yet for the team I actually work for. I imagine it's going to be a guy that I get to bring in and meet in person, too, which should be kind of a cool thing. But, no, I just haven't really watched, like, a ton of him outside of, like, the Yakuchonis stuff with him. So this was a pleasant surprise. What did we like about him? Surprisingly, like, pretty solid as a ball handler, right? Like, we didn't see, like, a ton of the passing or playmaking or anything, and like I'll go into more on my own whatsoever, but he made like a couple like correct moves when he had the ball as a ball handler himself and creating for himself. He actually performed pretty well. I wouldn't expect any more out of a freshman, honestly, so I was pleasantly surprised. I'd say he's above average in that department. Obviously, the shot form we got to work on a little bit. It fell a third of the time, which tells us that there's, you know, something there, at least his confidence and everything, but once we work on a couple of things, we get him stronger, because, yeah, look, he's skinny, man. He's pretty skinny. 195 at 6'8" is skinny, but we've got a good athlete on our hands that has good balance, good timing with things. I think there's a lot of really good habits here that once we get him bigger and stronger and teach him a little bit more and refine a couple things, I think you could have a pretty nice NBA player on your hands actually here. So I would, I'd be excited about getting Will Riley at like the end of like maybe the late teens, early 20s, something like that. This feels like a really like worthwhile project for somebody. So where does that place him on our big board then? Where does that place him? You've got other forwards up here in Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey. Obviously, he's not at that level yet. You'd still probably take the upside of a Trey Johnson and all that scoring. Rasheer Fleming is there. That's another guy that you start to look at, and I just like that Rasheer Fleming's a bit more physically ready to go. You have to work on maybe his shot potentially as well, but I just like the size and the skill that he's bringing a little bit more right now. I look at a Con Knipple, and obviously the shooting's really good. A lot of the intangibles are pretty good. I look at a Derek Queen. You guys know I'm maybe not the highest on like Derek Queen per se. I'm debating like where I'm putting him here, because I'm taking him probably before a Walter Clayton, I think. Or am I? I don't know. I liked Walter Clayton. Okay, you know what? I know where I'm going to put him. I'm going to put him right after Walter Clayton, I think, because I think a valuable backup point guard that kind of has that level of skill and he can win like that, I think that that's really valuable. And the shot making was really good on him. The upside of Queen is really interesting. I don't see a ton of like stud potential in Riley necessarily. I'm not saying he can't get there, but I like him. I do like him. I think that this is an interesting guy worth kind of investing in and seeing what you can get out of him. I think you just have like a much simpler floor with Con Knipple. It's a lot higher right off the bat because of the shooting and a lot of the intangibles that he brings. Derek Queen, again, just big as shit. It's kind of hard to replace that, even though I think he'll be a really tough guy to put a team around in the NBA. And again, I just like the professionalism of Walter Clayton, but I'll put him above Sorber for sure. So being at 14 right now, that would put him as like lottery good in our eyes right now. Now there's going to be more people that get inserted into this at some point, but for the time being, not too bad for Will Riley. But hey, I appreciate you guys for watching as always. Let me know who you want me to do next. I'm not gonna lie, I've already planned out like the next two, but other guys that you want to see, I mean, there's plenty of them to go through on here. We're gonna try to do a bunch of first round talents. But anyway, appreciate you guys as always, and let's go do the comment of the video. Alrighty, y'all, comment of the video is coming from the Is Ben Seraph NBA Ready video. Again, go show those some love. They get demonetized instantly, so please keep watching them. That way I feel justified in making them continuously. And go watch Ideal Offseason, man. It's the most popular series on the channel by far, and it's just starting to come back. So I know it'll take some time to gain some momentum, but if you could go give it a watch, share it, do all those things, it'd be great. I'd love the assistance with that. But anyway, the comment comes from Lachlan Quinn 8335. Asked a good question. He said, when evaluating a player's three-point proficiency, would you rather a player shooting 25% from three with good form or the same percentage with bad form, with the assumption that fixing it would increase makes? I would always just rather have good film or good form. I think that that's probably just always going to be more beneficial to me, because then it might just be like a confidence issue or something like that, and I know how to address that as well. But fixing form and breaking habits tends to be a lot of work always, but you can get there. So I'd just rather always have like the form and the intangibles there, and then if we need to work on the mental side of things, we can work on it. But it's a good question. I like when people ask questions like that. But hey, as you guys see, I respond to every single comment, so make sure you leave one and you'll get a response from me in some capacity, and maybe you'll be the comment to the video. Also, go join the Discord, especially right now during playoffs. You should be there. We are talking Discord playoffs all the time there. It's a lot of fun. You can go get the ideal offseason spreadsheet from there. It's a great time, so go join. Why not, right? Go join the conversations. It's a good time. But seriously, I appreciate you guys as always, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.